Yes, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. Aaron here, happy to have you watching this video today. As you know, here at Altcoin Daily, we bring you daily videos on everything altcoin, everything cryptocurrency. Try and just bring you videos that are pretty relevant to you as an investor, keep you informed what's going on in the market, and also I try and make sure the video is very easy to understand, so you'll learn something no matter what. That's why you subscribe. And anyways, let's get into it. Today, what we're going to be talking about is just basically what's been going on in the market for the past week. A lot has happened, a lot of green, as you can see. We're going to be talking about some news as well. We're going to be talking about Verge, George Soros, stuff like that. And overall, I want to share with you an article that I really like. It gets you in the right mindset as an investor. That's what this video is going to be about today. It really helps put things in perspective, because as an investor, especially in the cryptocurrency game, it's important to have the right mindset, and it's important to have a perspective on, why things are happening and where did we come from. And anyways, I'll get into all of that. Let's take a quick look at the market, just what's been going on in the past week. We have a market cap of about $320 billion. I'm recording this Saturday night, so by the time you get this on Sunday, who knows where it'll be. I suspect it'll be, very much the same, since oftentimes on the weekends not much happens. But right now the market cap's sitting at $320 billion, which is leagues above where it was just a week ago. It was under $300 billion. It was actually close to around $275 billion. We had a major influx of cash come into the market, and we can see that here. Everything is pretty much in the green. And let's take a look at this chart right here. This really helps us see what's been going on in the past week. This is the total market cap 7-day chart. So this is us right here, and this is us a week ago, and we can see just a week ago what was happening. We were around 260 billion in market cap, slowly climbing up. We're at 273 billion about, and all of a sudden a huge drop, losing about 15 billion just in a matter of an hour or two. And that's, a lot of people wondering what's going on there. This actually scared a lot of people, and unfortunately that's just market manipulation. The market is so young right now that people with big money, big whales, can still manipulate the market. And after that we slowly began growing, got all the way back up to about $275 billion, then a little bit of a drop, and then all of a sudden we were at $271 billion. In a matter of an hour or two, we went up to just under $300 billion. So that's $30 billion just getting injected into the market. I mean, this is definitely manipulation right here, and there's really nothing we can do about that, as I'm a normal guy. There's no way the money I invest in the market makes any kind of difference. I know we do have probably a couple whales in our audience, but most of us are just normal guys, and there's just nothing we're going to be able to do when this happens. Obviously, when the market gets injected like this, that's all good for us. And you can see in the past few days, we've been forming what looks to be like a little bit of a base between $310 and $330 billion. And this has excited a lot of people. But what I want to show you right now is if we just put it go from 7 days to the past month. Let's take a look. And you can see this is us the past week right here. Very interesting to see, although many of us, and as we should be, we're very happy with the market going up in the past 7 days. It's kind of interesting to take a look at that. If you just go back less than a month ago, we're basically at the same level. I mean, we're still even like way below where we were a month ago. The highs of a month ago were $350 billion. So that's interesting. People don't really think long term when it comes to in the market. Actually what's interesting, and so a lot of people ask me, like, is now a good time? Is it too late to invest? For me personally, I don't invest in the market when it's going up like this. I personally invest on the way down. So in the past month or two, I know a lot of people were very, very scared. They were chasing the bottoms. They wanted to see how low Bitcoin and cryptocurrency could go. But for me personally, I was investing on the way down. And that's just a strategy that works for me. Now, that being said, I still think if you do your research, you can still, it's still a good time to invest. Still take out your core positions. We are still, you know, down on the market. The market has, I personally think we're going to see a $1 trillion market cap by the end of the year. And if you think like me, then yes, it would still be a good time to invest. But you don't want to invest all your money right at once. You want to cost average. So over a set period of time, like a month, just every weekend, you invest a little bit. You know, that's what I would do. And also something kind of cool. You know, recently I told you guys about the news that George Soros and Rockefeller and Rothschild, all these big, huge corporate fat cats, they run the world. They all, you know, just recently said, hey, we want to, you know, get into cryptocurrency. Somebody posted this on Reddit. I thought it was pretty funny. This was, you know, that big uptick I showed you. George Soros, I'll try and buy some Bitcoin without pumping the price too much. 3 trades later, boo, and it shoots up. And this is actually something I wanted to talk about, that just like people like you and me, average guys, you know, we FOMO into the market. We see the market shooting up and we're like, oh, I want to get in on that before it goes too high. Whales FOMO into the market as well. You know, people hear maybe that George Soros or Rockefeller, they're going to get involved in cryptocurrencies, and they go, hey, I want to get in too before my other big money friends get in. And I think going forward, whales will be looking at Bitcoin. You know, it's still, Bitcoin's still under $10,000. Bitcoin right now is sitting at you know, $8,000. You know, big business, big corporate fat cats are going to be looking at it going, hey man, it's still relatively low for where it's going to be in a year or 2 years from now. We might see whales FOMOing into the market over the next several months. Even if it's below 20K, I could see them FOMOing in. And if whales and big money starts coming into the market, we could see a bull run very fast. So that's something to think about. Even billionaires, you know, will be FOMO'd in. But actually what I wanted to talk to you all about today is the right mindset you should have in cryptocurrency, and also the perspective. I want to read a little bit of this article. Why cryptocurrency, or will cryptocurrency change the world? Hey, it already has. And I think this article really puts things in perspective where cryptocurrency is in 2018. Because check this out real quick. Us as human beings, most of us, we're hardwired to only be thinking in the short term. And that served us well in the caveman days, you know. I need to eat now, I need to run away from an attacker now. But, you know, if we move up this human mindset to 2018, how does that manifest itself in the market today? Well, when the market goes down, people go, oh no, it's going down, it's never going to go back up, I need to sell, sell, sell. And when the market goes up, people go, oh yeah, it's market's going up, baby, I need to buy, 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 throw all my money into this thing, it's only going to go up. And you know, we see this all the time in the cryptocurrency market, people only thinking in the short term. For instance, the crash that happened in January. This is a 2017 Bitcoin's chart. I'm talking about the crash that happened in January. That was after months and months of Bitcoin and the whole market growing and growing and getting pumped. So the big correction we had in January, you know, that was inevitable. Yet even after we corrected, we were still way up. We were still up from where we were 6 months ago, but we were still way, way up from where we were a year ago. We look at the beginning of 2017, Bitcoin was only at $1,000. So we're still way, way up, and people see Bitcoin at $8,000 right now, and they go, oh my God, what's happening? But we need to really like zoom out, put things in perspective. Yeah, basically people's mindsets when the market is down, they go to panic mode because they only think in the short term. So I just think it's important to continually remind ourselves and keep putting the market into perspective. We keep talking about mass adoption. When will it happen? When is mass adoption going to happen? Eventually, we all need to realize that it's happening. We are living in a decade where it's happening. We're living in a time where cryptocurrency mass adoption is happening right before our eyes. So let's read a little bit of this article. And if at any time you get value from this video, please give it a like. Let's get into it. Will cryptocurrency change the world? It already has. One of the many contentious questions about cryptocurrency is whether the technology can really shift paradigms and revolutionize the way the world views traditional concepts like money and value. The power of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is centered on complex algorithms crunched by computers to verify transactions and establish secure, reliable ledgers. But the power of crypto is equally centered in the mind. I like that. Can we really create a reality where people earn crypto all the time and use it to get the resources they need? For believers, the answer is yes. Projects like Basic Attention Token, Golem, Substratum, Steemit, Po.et, and many more are working to make the above goals a reality. Yet the seismic shift in metaphorical, technological tide goes even further. Guys, the new paradigm, it's already here. Employees at some of the biggest companies in the world are already getting paid in crypto. Banks are creating international payment systems on blockchain. People are buying what they need with cryptocurrency and selling homes for Bitcoin. Countries are planning to run their entire government on technology. Medical researchers are creating secure networks to store patient data. And companies like Apple, Google, Coca-Cola, Porsche, Walmart, they're all building on the blockchain. I like this little meme right here. What you're trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? That I can trade my Bitcoin for millions someday? No, Neo. I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to. I like that. You know, it's saying that, oh, someday I can trade my Bitcoin for millions of dollars. No, Neo, someday Bitcoin is going to be millions of dollars. You know, that's just what people are going to use. I really like that. But, you know, this article, it highlighted a lot of things. What I like about this article, actually, is that they link their sources. So, for instance, the article said that big companies are getting paid in cryptocurrency. Huh. Well, what do they mean by that? Let's check that out. Okay. When will workers around the world finally be able to get paid in cryptocurrency? The answer is right now. Google, Facebook, Airbnb, Uber, and even the US Navy have workers that use Bitwage, a service that allows companies to easily pay workers around the world and lets them choose whether to receive their local fiat currency, Bitcoin, or a combination of both. In addition, a partnership between Bitwage and digital money platform Uphold allows users on Bitwage to receive payments in Ether, Litecoin, Dash as well. That's pretty cool. I mean, these are big name companies. I mean, this is obviously a huge thing. I didn't even know what was going on until I read this article. If it were me, if I was working at Google, I would only do this for about 10%. I would allow my whoever employed me to only maybe put 10% of my paycheck or less in Bitcoin, and then if I wanted to, I could always like invest more. But you know, still very volatile right now. You have to live on something. But what else? What else did this article say? The article said that people are buying things with cryptocurrency. Huh, really? 80,000 Europe-based merchants can now accept Bitcoin and 50 other cryptocurrencies. In a race to embrace cryptocurrencies and the long-awaited adoption by mainstream consumers, Europe is charging forward with the announcement of a payment settlement partnership with blah, 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 blah. You guys can read this article yourself, but this is amazing that I didn't realize how so many merchants are already accepting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I remember, you know, I read an article that Mark Cuban, to get into a Mavs game, you know, he allows cryptocurrency as payment. I think that was pretty cool. Now, what else did the article say? The article said countries are planning to run their entire governments on blockchain? What the hell? Okay, not London, Paris, or Los Angeles, but Dubai makes mega push for world's smartest city. The 2020 Smart City Vision would mean the end of bureaucratic paper pushing. The UAE plans to implement smart contracts on the blockchain that would handle bill payments, license renewals, real estate transactions, visa applications, and more to reduce carbon emissions, processing times, and costs. This is amazing. This is amazing. That's why I wanted to share this article with you today. Listen, this is my takeaway. The crypto revolution is happening all around us. It makes me wonder, in 30 years, are people going to look back on this decade or maybe the 2020s, and is this what we're going to be remembered for? I don't know about you, but I'm getting excited to invest in some of these cryptos that I'm invested in. Bitcoin, Cardano, EOS, Omise Go, Nulls, Icon, Po.et. I wanted to show you guys this. Po.et is a crypto company that's trying to give ownership back to authors and creators. I really like them. They just launched their WordPress plugin, which is a big deal for them. But besides that, all these cryptos that we love to watch, they're all still working hard, getting shit done, making partnership, completing goals on the roadmap. Me personally, I am very positive about the next 5 years in cryptocurrency, and like this article kind of says, we all need to realize that the paradigm shift is happening right in front of us. I'm proud to be an early adopter, and if this video has given you any value, please give it a like. It helps me grow as a channel, and I am very, very positive about the future in cryptocurrency. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is Verge. Verge has made some massive news in the past month, especially in the past week or two. And what I want to say about Verge is, listen, you guys can do what you want, but this is just a friendly reminder to stay away from Verge. Verge, over the past several weeks, has been involved in a bunch of different things that, to me, scream red flag. Let's take a look at their month chart here. Okay, so we all remember Verge when McAfee tweeted back in the day that he liked Verge as a privacy coin, and the price of Verge skyrocketed. And that's initially what put Verge on a lot of people's radars. So what's changed since then? Well, besides the fact that now we know that the Verge team paid McAfee to tweet about them, besides that, recently the Verge community, they have a very vivacious community, recently they became very excited that the Verge team recently said that they're going to announce the biggest partnership ever, a game-changing partnership for Verge. But the only way that was going to happen is if people donate Verge coins. If people donate money, that's the only way the huge partnership is going to happen. Okay, that's not how that works. Anybody who's not even involved in anything would know that's not how that works. That's a huge red flag. Also, it has come to light that the developer of Verge, recently his posts have been popping up in crypto forums, and he's been posting, he didn't want people to find this, but he's been posting that he can't pay his taxes. And recently, we saw the newly acquired Verge coins that the community donated back to Verge for that partnership. Recently, we saw that being sold off. So many people are speculating that that money went to pay this guy's taxes. And to go along with that, the Verge team responded that the reason they're selling some of their funds, you know, people have been able to verify that the Verge team is selling off a lot of their funds that they just recently gained. The Verge team has said, oh, we're doing that because we need to work on this integration for Ledger. You guys know the Ledger Nano S cold storage, like flash drive where you can, you know, store your cryptocurrencies. That's interesting. That would be a big deal, but the Ledger CTO responded saying, hey, as far as we know, nobody on the team is working on Ledger integration. And the CTO, I mean, he would know. He would know that's happening. And so that's obviously a huge red flag, not to mention they just got hacked. Here's the thing. Many people are saying Verge is a scam. I don't want to create FUD, but for me personally, there are way too many red flags. Even with all these red flags that's been happening in the past several weeks, Verge has still been pumping up and up and up. I actually had a small stake in Verge, and since it's been pumping up, I sold somewhere around here because I was like, I know this is going to take a huge dump pretty soon. And maybe it's already started to do that. I don't know. Either way, my advice to everybody is stay away from Verge. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Hope you found value in this video. Once again, my name's Aaron here at Altcoin Daily. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. We do daily videos on everything altcoin, everything cryptocurrency. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Peace.